Exciting news. LA Times today has received 5 Emmy nominations.
I'm Bill Coppola. I'm the executive producer of LA Times Today. It's become this great, grand collaboration between Spectrum and the LA Times, and we're combining and mixing our talents and our resources to create this show that literally brings the pages of the LA Times to life.
My name is Lisa Wilson. I'm the senior supervising producer of LA Times Today. A lot of reporters and columnists that have been on this show have probably listened to Lisa talk to someone in her ear, and that is me.
So the hard part was trying to determine which stories to enter for Emmy nominations. What we did is put together 3 individual segments from different shows that really showcase the types of stories that we do. One of the stories was about a young football player who had died at an early age, and his family donated his brain to be studied for the effects of CTE.
Even his hippocampus and amygdala looked too small.
It was a very complex and involved story, but it was highly emotional.
The players sacrifice a lot by just being out there, and I just think we owe them more.
One of my favorites was Roma, Texas. It was an outstanding series done by Molly Hennessy-Fisk and Robert Gauthier. The imagery was just phenomenal.
People really welcomed us into their homes, in part because we were not just reporting it, but also photographing it. So we were spending just extended periods of time with people, going to church, going to birthday parties.
It felt like at that point that, yeah, I was part of the neighborhood. They're trusting me enough to witness a real moment.
And then the third story that we chose was a lighthearted feature. This was a great story about a photographer who photographs her subjects in a studio as a shower of colorful confetti rains down upon them. It's sheer joy. And it was not only a great story to read, it was a great story to do for television.
This Big Mountain, this is where I live.
One of my favorite stories that was nominated for an Emmy was The Street Within. It allowed our viewers to actually put a face with what most people just consider a statistic.
We finally get to move folks in our encampment to home project, where they will move into their brand new, fully furnished units.
I mean, a new way of looking, a new attitude, a new way of wearing my hair, and a new walk, baby.
One of our Emmy submissions is one of my favorite stories. It's The Women of Apollo, and it celebrates the 50th anniversary of the Apollo moon landing.
Being the first woman in mission control, I was being asked questions about the status of women at the time. I began to think more about that. I began to be more aware of the discrimination that was going on.
Another of the segments that was nominated was Brenda Tracy, Rape Survivor. I personally was in tears during the taping of this segment.
It feels embarrassing for me to say that I was gang raped. I don't know if that'll ever not feel gross.
One of our other nominated stories was a story called Platform Holly. It's about a decommissioned, abandoned oil rig off the coast of Santa Barbara.
We don't know what the future holds. We do know that there are millions and millions of barrels of oil under Platform Holly, and the platform's still there.
The goal of this show, I think from the very beginning, was to highlight the great journalism of the Los Angeles Times.
It's really been amazing. It's like we're a family. We are like this combined family. And I think that the final product is proof.
More than any other time in recent memory, Southern California needs a reliable source of information and news. And to be able to take the journalism of the Los Angeles Times and share it with the television audience is truly an honor for us. The winners will be announced July 18th. Congratulations, everyone.